The morning sun painted the rooftop in glowing gold. It was time for the great kite festival. Liam clutched his wooden spool so tightly his knuckles turned white. Beside him, his father unfolded a giant, ornate kite made of yellow silk and bamboo. The air smelled of sweet fried dough and spicy snacks from the busy street below. Thousands of colorful shapes already dotted the sky. Liam's heart hammered against his ribs like a trapped bird. He looked at the vast blue space above and felt very small. Up, 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 Liam whispered to his kite, hoping it would listen. His father smiled and checked the long, thin string. Liam stepped back as a sudden whoosh of wind tickled his ears. "Now, Liam," his father called. Liam began to run across the bricks. He felt the string pull against his fingers. He remembered the secret rhythm. Tug and release. Tug and release. The yellow kite caught a warm breeze and leaped into the air. It felt like a heavy fish pulling on a line. Liam's feet felt light, almost as if he might float away too. The kite's long paper tail wiggled behind it like a happy puppy. Flutter, flutter, went the silk against the sky. "You're doing it," his father cheered, placing a steadying hand on Liam's shoulder. The kite climbed higher until it looked like a tiny lemon in the sky. Liam sang out the words his father taught him. "Hold the string, catch the breeze, fly it high above the trees." He felt the power of the wind vibrating through the wooden spool. Up, 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 the kite traveled, passing a flock of curious pigeons. The birds swerved around the yellow silk, their wings flapping softly. Liam felt like he was flying with them. He watched the ornate patterns of other kites spinning nearby. Every time the wind puffed out his cheeks, he gave the string another little pull. He was the master of the sky. Suddenly, a large purple kite zoomed toward them. Zing! The strings crossed with a sharp sound. Before Liam could move, the two kites began to spin in a wild circle. They were tangled. The yellow kite dipped low, then jerked hard. Snap! The string felt tight and angry. For a split second, the bright yellow kite seems to blink like a golden eye in the sun. Liam's breath caught in his throat. He squeezed the spool so hard his palms grew sweaty. "Papa, help!" he cried as the kite started to fall toward the street. The beautiful dance had turned into a messy knot. Father's warm, strong hands covered Liam's smaller ones. "Slow and steady," Father whispered. His voice was like a calm river. "Step by step, we will fix this." He didn't pull hard. Instead, he showed Liam how to move the spool in a gentle circle. They worked together to loosen the knot. Tug and release. Tug and release. Liam took a deep breath and felt the steady rhythm of his father's heartbeat against his back. The tangled strings began to slide apart. With one final careful wiggle, the yellow kite broke free. It gave a happy flutter flutter and soared back toward the clouds. As the sun began to dip, the sky turned the color of a ripe peach. The wind slowed to a soft, cool breeze. All across the neighborhood, families began to reel in their ornate treasures. Liam watched his yellow kite descend slowly, landing right in his father's waiting arms. Gently hold your child's hands and pretend to guide a kite string together. The rooftop was filled with the smell of sweet jalebis and spicy samosas. The festival was cooling down, but the air was still full of laughter. Liam felt a different kind of warmth now, deep inside his chest. They sat on a woven mat and shared a plate of treats. Ask your child, How do you feel when something gets tangled or stuck? Father handed Liam a piece of honey-soaked bread. Liam looked at his spool, then at the sky where the first stars were blinking. He realized that flying wasn't just about the wind. It was about having a steady hand to guide you when things got messy. Up, 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 he said, but this time he was talking about his happy heart. They watched the last few kites disappear into the shadows of the evening. Hold the string, catch the breeze, fly it high above the trees. The moon rose high, looking like a silver kite in the dark. Liam carried his spool inside, feeling the rough wood against his skin. He knew that tomorrow the sky would be empty, but his memories would stay bright. He had learned to be steady. He had learned to wait. Most of all, he had learned that even a tangled string can be fixed with a little help. Slow and steady, he whispered to himself. Tug and release. Tug and release. Liam tucked his yellow kite into the corner of his room. He climbed into bed, dreaming of the next great festival. Hold the string, catch the breeze, fly it high